Bankruptcy court when this story broke wide open.
Yeah, I tell you what, Murray, it was quite a surprise when the judge, he wanted to get an update from the city with regard to these water shutoffs, and then Darrell Latimer, he's the deputy director of the Water and Sewage Department, he said, you know what, we're going to stop shutoffs for 15 days, suspend shutoffs. And what are they going to do in those 15 days? The city is going to make a concentrated effort to get the word out that if residents of the city of Detroit have problems paying for water, the city will help them. How is the city going to do that? Darrell Latimer told the judge that they are going to use the media, us. They're also going to use social media. They're also going to use clergy and grassroots organizations. Why? Because the city has set aside upwards of $1 million to help with the city's water shortage. Now, there'll also be a town hall meeting. That's in the works. That will be coming up. And the city's going to do all it can to make sure that residents that absolutely need water, that can't afford to get water, will in fact get that water. Now, interestingly enough, also today we learned that a class action lawsuit was filed on behalf of all residents of the city of Detroit to prevent the city from actually shutting the water off. That suit was just filed today as well. So between the statement made by the water department that it's going to suspend water shutoffs for 15 days, as well now as this class action lawsuit to make sure that the city doesn't shut off water to residents of the city of Detroit, a lot going on in the bankruptcy court over water. Back to you, Murray.
All right, on the water issue first, Charlie, does the judge have the authority to order the city, to order them to keep that water turned on?
Great question. No, he doesn't. The city in the bankruptcy can run the city, and putting on or turning off the water is a function of the city. Technically, the judge does not have any authority to order the city to turn the water off or on. So you may say, well, why are we talking about water in bankruptcy? It's because the judge was very concerned. He says water is a necessity and that the city was creating bad PR, and ultimately the judge would like the city to negotiate a settlement not only with the city of Detroit, but Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County with regard to water. Now, what's interesting too is if this class action lawsuit gathers some steam, a judge, maybe not this bankruptcy judge, but some judge will have the authority. But right now, Judge Rhodes, the bankruptcy judge, does not have the authority. But he is a very influential person with the mediation behind him, and he is going to try to do something with regard for the residents and their water.
All right, and Charlie, before you go, one more bankruptcy-related item I just want to get to. Has there been any discussion about the vote that was taken by retirees concerning the grand bargain?
Well, that's what we were all hoping for today. In fact, today is the deadline, and we were told today by the City of Detroit's attorneys that the tally is not yet finished. We do expect, however, today sometime where the city and the representatives from California that are counting the votes to get those votes counted, and we will find out by the end of the day if the retirees and the police and fire, general retirement, if they are voted for or against the City of Detroit's plan of adjustment. We don't have that yet. The city is still counting them, but stick around. We will have that information by the end of today.
All right, a lot of things still developing today. Thank you, Charlie. We'll talk to you a little bit later tonight at 5 or between now and then if something breaks from that bankruptcy court.